In this video, I review the Shure SM57 Dynamic Microphone. Stay tuned. What's up guys, this is Oscar from Chainmix.com, and today we're going to dig down deep and give an honest review on the Shure SM57. Let's get started. Shure microphones are the real deal, having said by many that they completely dominate the microphone market, especially dynamic mics that are most often used for live performances. We've seen these Shure models of microphones used in a very wide range of music, such as recording or performing multiple instruments. The SM57 is one of their best dynamic microphones, as backed up by numerous years of use by ourselves and others around the world. There's a reason why you see those 4- and 5-star reviews all over music websites. Let's take a closer look at the Shure SM57. This thing is legendary. I've heard of musicians owning up to 2 or 3 of these at a time. It's basically like a hammer of a tool shed due to its practicality, cheap costs, and overall power. Its build and stability works like a tank, and it's around $100 retail. You can't really go wrong with adding this to your arsenal, regardless of what you perform with or record in the studio. The SM57 is a dynamic microphone, meaning it will allow you to pick up both high and low frequencies. They have a high gain before feedback functionality, which makes them great for stage use, giving you a very high volume without hearing that pesky feedback noise. A lot of people use these strictly for vocals, but if we had to name a microphone to be awarded the best do-it-all, the Shure SM57 would be exactly that. The cardioid pickup pattern is also exceptional, which is especially designed to focus on the main source of sound while simultaneously decreasing background noise for some great isolation. This is why some drummers have 3 to 4 of these at a time. Even though the mics can be near each other, they can capture each piece of their kit and give them all a separate sound. Another aspect to think about is the fact that this mic doesn't necessarily need phantom power, which can be very beneficial if your recorders, mixers, audio interfaces don't have this feature. Or for instance, if you're recording straight from USB to your computer. However, if you want to get the full power of it, we do recommend you hooking it up to something that can help you increase its gain. Here are some of the main features and specs of the Shure SM57. Retail price, $100. Weight, 10 ounces. Frequency response, 40 to 15,000 Hz. Dimensions, 57 millimeters by 32 millimeters. Built-in pneumonic shock mount system. Pickup pattern, uniform cardioid. Output impedance, 150 ohms. Connector, XLR. Build and stability of the microphone. The SM57 is made of very nice material, especially for its cost. We've seen a lot of microphones half the price and even equivalent in terms of price tag made extremely cheap. So something you won't get with the Shure SM57 is a cheaply made plastic microphone. The Shure SM57 is very rugged, and the majority of the microphone is wrapped in a metal casing, so it will last you quite some time if you take proper care of it. In terms of dropping the mic on stage after you perform, like some battle rapper, we wouldn't recommend it. However, if you were to accidentally drop it on a hard surface, you most likely won't break it. It's extremely durable, and what makes it better in terms of an investment is that a lot of the parts are replaceable, the screen and the grill, as well as a cartridge. Common applications of the SM57. This is most ideal used for vocals on stage, but another extremely common usage is for acoustic guitars or any other acoustic instrument. Right now, I'm going to show you some raw audio I took of an acoustic guitar and also a saxophone. I've also heard numerous drummers express their love for the SM57, sometimes even setting up one mic for each different piece of their kit. Setting one up for the kick and one for the snare is a common occurrence. Being that the dynamic mic type allows it to rarely distort and take the powerful punch without the use of a pad. These are also considered the industry standard for guitar cabinets. Aside from those, here are the official applications of the SM57 listed by Shure themselves. Acoustic guitar, bass amp, brass/saxophone, congas, guitar amp, harmonica, kick and snare drum, percussion, rack and floor toms. But don't let that steer you away from using it for anything else you seem feasible. The verdict of the Shure SM57. Now you may ask, what about the other microphones with the dynamic type? Are the microphones for $50 cheaper worth it? I personally don't think so. It truly is worth the extra few dollars for getting one of the best microphones out there. We think the decision should be between the SM57 and other microphones within its range quality. For one, the SM57 has been compared to nearly 100 other microphones, especially its sister, the SM58 Dynamic microphone. So what's the difference between the two? The most noticeable difference between the two is the grill. The SM57 allows you to get closer to the microphone as opposed to the SM58. The SM58 is better at dampening the higher frequencies since you can stand further away from it. The SM57 is less prone to wind noise. The ultimate verdict is vocalists tend to use the SM57 with a pop filter in front of it since they can get very close to it. If you want to compare the two, check the description down below for more details. As far as recording goes, we've heard of the SM57 to be used pretty frequently. If you're looking to find a mic that you're going to be predominantly recording vocals with, we recommend looking at a condenser microphone. They are more expensive, but we will have a future video about this coming soon. However, for other instruments, the Shure SM57 is great for recording capabilities. If you're looking for somewhere in the middle of using a microphone for both recording as well as playing live occasions, the Shure SM57 Dynamic Microphone is your best bet, especially if you're on a budget. Feel free to check out the Shure SM57 down below. We were able to find the cheapest price for you guys, so be sure to check that out. We really hope you guys got some value out of this video, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. In case you haven't already, click that red subscribe button to be updated on all of our future videos. This is Oscar from chainmix.com, and I'll see you guys in the next one.